Wow, this place is wild. This place is insane. Oh my god, the amount of animals here, the sheer volume is nuts during this migration. Boys and girls, Lion King took place here at Masai Mara / Serengeti. If you guys could do one safari, come check this place out. It's crazy, it's dangerous, and be sure to be careful, folks. This is the land of the Maasai, so also be respectful. Let's get into this episode, baby. Let's get it. Peace, peace, peace. It's your main man, Baz. Just woke up. We are heading, me and my friend Said, we're heading to a safari. We're going on Masai Mara. That's here in Kenya, in Nairobi, where it's about a 4-hour drive there. It should be really cool. We're checking into a Mayan hotel luxury camp. You'll see that in next week's episode. But for this episode, you're going to be checking out all of the safari animals that we're checking out. We're checking out the big 5 rhinos, hippos, lions, elephants, giraffes, zebras, wildebeests, ostriches, hyenas, cheetahs, maybe even leopards if we really get lucky. It'll be a whole bunch of crazy animals, man. I'm super wrapped up. One of my favorite movies of all time is Lion King, and this is about to happen right now. Let's go. We probably will get to the Serengeti just because it's in that same region, so that'll be super cool to check out the Serengeti / Masai Mara in this safari. I'm gonna go grab myself a coffee. I'm gonna head downstairs to the caravan. That way we all can go and enjoy this trip, enjoy the safari, boys and girls. Let's get it. We got the Land Cruiser to take us to the savannah, all packed and ready to go. If this place looks familiar, it's because of the safari car rally. Right now we're at a pit stop at Great Rift Valley. It's pretty crazy. We have our caravans out here. Be sure to get your snacks and your refreshments either at the Great Rift or beforehand, because the trip might take longer than expected. As we got to Narok County, there's a primary school here, guys, that can definitely use some supplies, so we want to help them out. So if anybody knows how to donate to these guys or with the address and the way it's set up, please let me know down in the comments. All the vlogs out there don't include this in their footage. I really want to help these guys and make a difference. So let's put our brains together and make sure we have an address and bring stuff to donate to them. I think there's very few places in Africa where animals with this many varieties can call home in Africa other than the Masai Mara. Generally speaking, Masai Mara is located in the southwest of Kenya. It is the land of the Maasai. Not only are the Maasai known to be excellent warriors, they tend to live off of their cattle and generally are considered pastoralists. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss next week when we explore what a Mayan luxury camp has to offer. As many of us know, this great savannah that's located in East Africa, as we see in Lion King, is located between two countries, Tanzania and Kenya, or Serengeti, Masai Mara, respectively. When the savannah starts to dry up in the south, countless herds of wildebeest and other animals join in a great migration across 800 kilometers up to the north into the Masai Mara. They seek fresher vegetations, which means having to cross a few deadly rivers. Now that everyone's checked into where they're going to stay, the Land Cruiser actually goes around and picks up everybody from the respective camps. So now we can begin the safari, baby. Let's get it.
Is that like a meerkat?
It's a mongoose.
They're different.
Yeah, they're same family.
Okay.
So many. Even back there.
Yeah, you see that one standing?
We got ourselves some warthogs to go along with the mongoose.
And I know the warthogs put their fronts down when they're feeding.
Timon and Pumbaa.
We saw a lot of that.
Side to side. It's true, y'all. It's true. A group of mongooses, called a mob, is usually led by an elder female, and they tend to eat around afternoon because that's not when they're hunted. These look like Thompson gazelles, and they're usually not alone. Now, ostriches are flightless birds that have the world's biggest egg, and they can run up to 70 kilometers an hour. Y'all ready for this mud? In the terrain of the Masai Mara, you'll have the savannah mixed with greenland, mixed with woodland, all sorts of terrain put together.
Male buffaloes have wider horns than the females. These are all the bulls that have been chased away by the younger bulls.
Oh, the younger bulls?
Yeah, from the mid-height.
Oh, he's old.
So it's only the,
He's retired.
He's retired.
Retired.
He was
Yep.
forced into retirement.
Early retirement.
Early retirement.
And the young bull's right there. The young bull is just like, stay out of my corner.
Okay, your time is up.
Enjoy retirement.
Yeah, they can go up to.
Jackals have to eat before other larger predators come take their food, hyenas or lions. Right? Cleaning it to the bone. There's a male too. He probably lost the fight.
Definitely lost that fight.
He definitely lost the fight.
Oh, it's gone. Dang it. He's
Oh,
gone.
wow.
Thompson gazelles and impalas tend not to be alone. They like to have other non-predatory animals like ostriches, zebras, and giraffes nearby. Giraffes provide another set of eyes at a much greater height to alert the herd if there's any predators nearby, especially if there's younglings around. Impalas and Thompson gazelles usually group up to 30 at a time, headed by 1 or 2 males, and the rest of the group act as a harem of females for the leaders. The gazelles and impalas like to stick around in the Masai Mara and tend not to go south into the Serengeti as much. This allows lions and other predators also to favor the Mara for more opportune hunting. Wow, there's a rainbow in the safari. That is beautiful. Not long into our safari, ladies and gentlemen, we see our first predator. Here is a cheetah. Apparently this cheetah has a twin brother somewhere out there. These beautiful and vicious and very graceful looking creatures are known to be one of the fastest land creatures on the planet. As far as I know, they can reach up to 100 kilometers an hour full sprint top speed when chasing down an enemy or a predator. So our driver radioed in the rest of the caravan to come check out this majestic, graceful cheetah, and his brother hopefully is not too far away. So this guy is smelling for his brother. He's smelling the urine. They usually tend to be very territorial and they spray their territory. So he's smelling to see, hey, how recent was he here? Is he close? Is he going this way or that way? Which way should he go next is what he's thinking probably. It's really cool seeing some of these predators out in nature doing their thing. The whole caravan came through. Hopefully if these guys see any cool animals out there, they let us know as well, just as we did for them. And this tree is used to make Moratina, which is African beer. Huh. What does it taste like?
Why does it taste like palm wine?
Palm wine sucks. This is insane. These guys are so camouflaged into the bushes, and we see the other twin cheetah. This is incredible. The guy's telling me it's very rare that you see them together, and now that they're separated, they're not far from each other, so it's just a matter of minutes before they track each other down, and we'll get to see the two epic brothers march side by side. When the twins reunited, I was sort of hoping for like a neck hug or something, but no, they're just so nonchalant about it. Compared to other felines, cheetahs tend to have the highest success rate when catching and hunting for animals. Compared to lions and leopards, they do very well. They're also patrolled the most out of all felines on their territory. They do patrol a lot. So we caught up to catch the hyenas. Now these guys, whether they're alone or in a pack, when they mature, they can take down a zebra or a wildebeest, any large-toothed animal really. These guys are very strong. They're bigger than dogs. Oh, give me a laugh. Give me a laugh.
So it's interesting today.
This is not nice.
Got it smaller than dogs. There's 3 of them, just like in Lion King. Hey, it's the jackals again. Looks like you guys are done eating, and what are you guys up to? Just getting your steps in or something? Trying to stay alive? Good luck. Wow, that's a lot of zebras. There's like tens of hundreds, even thousands of zebras, man. There's so many.
The zebras are gonna make them run. They're gonna run.
We got the baby giraffe shook too. And its instincts too. You know, when you have friendlies running, you also want to take note and maybe even run too. Now, believe it or not, giraffes have the same number of neck bones, called cervical bones, as humans do. We both have 7 cervical bones, but giraffes on top of their head, they have these little things that look like horns. They're called ossicorns. Before the giraffes start to have their own family, these young males, the bachelors, tend to form a group. The young bachelor giraffes will take their ossicorns and whip it at each other's bellies as play fighting practice. So the ossicorns on top of their head are used as weapons during mating season, often leaving the losing giraffe dead and left behind. These bachelor males, the giraffes, are known as bulls, and when they are fighting with their ossicorn or their horns on top of their head and hitting each other's belly, that process of duking it out is called necking. Now, on average, these guys grow up to 5.5 meters tall when they're fully matured, and they eat about 45 kilograms of twigs and leaves when they're out and about per day. When it comes to a family, it's usually led by an elder male and the rest of the family, which is usually composed of about 15 giraffes. A group of giraffes is called a tower. So once they hit that certain age, they have to go solo and find a mate. When a newborn giraffe is born, the female stands up and the baby is dropped from their giraffe uterus, for lack of a better term, 1.5 meters to the ground. So imagine entering the world and the first thing you're doing is dropping to the ground 1.5 meters down to the floor. Thump. And it takes about half an hour for them to get their bearing, the babies, and they start walking on their own. So yeah, the newborns, when they grow up, they can live up to 25 years out in nature. When they're captive, they can live longer and have known to reach about 40 years of age when they fully mature. Is that don't you dare move. I don't think the leopard liked me catcalling it. This is so exciting. I can't believe we actually found a spotted leopard. This is very rare. They camouflage so well into the tree, as you can see, and they are excellent climbers, so much so they can bring what they hunt up there.
Like a dead gazelle on top of the tree. Brought up by
Leopards are very solitary and spend most of their time alone. As majestic as leopards are, they are normally light colored and have these dark spots on their fur. These spots are called rosettes because the shape is similar to that of a rose. There's also black leopards. Now, black leopards are more commonly known as black panthers.
Unbothered.
They're also nocturnal and hunt for food at night. Leopards love to stalk and ambush their prey by jumping 5 to 10 meters and then biting their prey's throat. As they hunt alone at night, they tend to eat pretty much any prey they can get their paws on, as long as they can catch them, and that's about 60 kilometers an hour these guys can hit. And now we see the wildebeest migration. There's an estimate about 800 kilometers these wildebeests migrate.
Yeah, but like the whole journey, the journey from Tanzania to here takes them how long?
Like a month. They line up and there's thousands of them. Now, they often do start stampedes, but sometimes the older ones say, nope, I'm not going. As the wildebeest migrate from the South Serengeti, it tends to be because of overgrazed grass that they've eaten, and they follow the zebras who eat the tall grass, so the wildebeest have access to the shorter grass here in Masai Mara. It's pretty surreal being here. The migration from the Serengeti in Tanzania to Kenya, Masai Mara. When one runs, the whole herd follows. That's thousands upon thousands follow. We found Simba, the chief, the top predator, the number one. That's right, the Lion King. Simba, aka Lion in Swahili, camouflaged really well. This is the coolest thing ever. We found Simba and Nala. I hope we can see their pride. That'd be wicked. Wow. Incredible. Lions tend to enjoy morning hunts more than anything after a well-rested night, and with patience in the Mara, they eat very well. Lionesses do most of the hunting. Lions tend to defend the territory, and the darkness of their mane will tell you how old they are. A group of these very social felines is called a pride, which makes up of lion, lionesses, and cubs. Their top speed is 80 kilometers per hour, and their roar can be heard 8 kilometers away. Do not go beyond this point. Crocodiles are the main villain to the wildebeest crossing the Mara River. Their cold-blooded bite has 2 tons of force. Sunbathing half submerged like this also helps them look like a large piece of wood. Hippos are related ancestrally to whales and have sensitive skin that would crack in the direct sun, so they must stay in water. They can often be found in the Mara River with relatives up to 30 in a herd. In a herd, it's generally an elder male with a bunch of females and their young. Hippos actually don't swim. What they do is they go underneath the river against the floor, and they sort of bounce / gracefully walk along the floor of the river. Although very cute, the hippopotamus is another very territorial animal.
The one climbing up.
They'll poke out their nose and have some air roughly about every 5 minutes.
Now see, I thought, so maybe the baby is hungry.
He's just doing his thing. That's the pup.
Was that the one I was just walking? No, I was about to say, he got over there fast.
No, that looks a lot smaller than the pup actually.
They coming out.
They just coming up.
Hey, it's lunchtime.
Male hippos are called bulls, female hippos are called cows, and babies are called calves. As long as there's enough water in the Mara River, there's no grounds for rivalry between hippos. This park's pretty deep with animals, man.
For sure.
Hippos like to go grazing alone, usually at night, and they would usually eat about 40 kilograms of vegetation every night. Yeah, and I heard the elephants that are that big actually eat about 300 to 500 kilograms of vegetation a day and drink about 250 liters of water a day as well, which is a massive amount. And I suppose for elephants, Masai Mara offers a wealth of food and water, so any elephant would be very lucky to be here because they don't even have much predators. As you can imagine, they defend themselves very well. And like many non-predatory animals, elephants are very social. That is not to be confused. They can be aggressive because they are very territorial, but they are social. In fact, their trunk sometimes act like a handshake when they meet new elephants that are either long-distance brothers or somebody they remember. Elephants are truly incredible. They never forget. They have excellent memory as well. Not only that, but the elephant's trunk, this appendage, has over 150,000 muscle units, making it one of the most sensitive appendages used in the animal kingdom. On the other hand, baby elephants take a while to figure out how to use their trunks, either for taking hold of plants and ripping things up and even eating it. They have sort of just flail it around as monkey see, monkey do, or in their case, elephant see, elephant do. Not only are elephants the largest land animal on the planet, they also can live to the ripe old age of 70, and the most natural cause of death for elephants tends to be starvation because their teeth falls out as they start aging and they unfortunately won't be able to eat anymore. I'd like to thank the Maasai for having us over.